All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me for the Coyote Radio Show and podcast. We just got back from a crazy week in Austin, Texas during South by Southwest. Had so much fun. There's music everywhere. We were invited down by Jason Hendrix, which I now consider a great friend. What a host. What a guy. Been on this great show at the Colton House under Meanwhile in Music. So if you don't already follow that, I got links in the description. Follow their pages, all the social media things. But we did four days of music basically during the days, and just absolutely packed it with talent, all different types too. It wasn't just like one style or genre. It was a wonderful blend of music. So yeah, I pretty much was there for the week, but in a few days I crammed in about 14 or 15 interviews, kind of down and dirty style. We didn't have a lot of time with artists because people are just coming and going crazy in all directions. But yeah, it was great to sit down and talk with several artists and kind of get where they're from, what projects they're working on, and kind of what their future plans were. So we kind of, grabbed the gist of it and went with it. So I hope you like these. We're going to roll them out. We're going to send a bunch of them out as fast as possible because we want this information to be current and up to date. But once again, hats off to Jason Hendrix, Meanwhile in Music. Thank you for inviting the podcast down. Hopefully we can do it again next year. And we love you, man. So, all right, let's go talk to some artists. All right, we're here at the Colton House, Austin, Texas. We got Hunter here with us from the Pink Stones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you for being on. This is kind of a brief, jump in, share your story sort of thing, get out. There's a lot going on in the city. So yeah, thanks again.
Of course, thanks for having me. Yeah, we're at the Colton Hotel on South Congress, and we just played twice in the afternoon, and now I don't have anything to do until tomorrow at 10 p.m. So I'm just hanging out.
Today's semi-rest, but at the same time, run around, check out all the cool stuff.
Yeah, we'll go see some music tonight for sure, but we're crashing at this hotel, so we'll get to rest before we take off.
Right, definitely. So if you would, man, just kind of give the background, the early startings of how the Pink Stones came together.
Sure, yeah, definitely. I've been writing songs under the name The Pink Stones since 2016 or 2017, and did it by myself for a little bit, and then slowly tagged on more people. And Adam, who played bass today, has been in the band since the beginning, and our keyboard player Neil's here with us today, and he's a newer member, but he's played on our most recent record. And then Gideon, our drummer's here as well. Some other people play with us sometimes, but that's the crew for South by.
Yeah.
And we've just been putting out records and traveling around, and this is our third year at South by in a row.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be here. It's fun. It's busy, but it's always good. Something to do. Yeah.
So so South by this week, how many gigs are you actually playing?
We have 7 gigs over 4 days, and then we have 1 day off, which is Monday. So South by will be over, and then we have one more show Tuesday at the White Horse before we head to Dallas and then go back to Georgia.
Okay. Yeah. That's what it takes, man.
Lots of stuff. Yeah, it's good though. I mean, we've been on the road for 6 days, and got into Austin last night at 2 a.m. and then played today at 3, and just keep the ball rolling. Try not to smoke too many cigarettes when you have to sing that much is what I'm learning slowly, but it'll be okay.
Yeah. It's kind of the part of the hustle,
It keeps me awake. That's the problem. There's other things that'll keep you awake, but cigarettes are a little better than some of the other stuff. So that's my vice. But could be worse.
So it's great. The live music definitely flowing. You got any projects coming up? You're working on a new record or anything like that going down?
Yeah, we put out a record last year in the spring, and we are working on a new one, playing some of those songs now out with the band, and we started recording a little bit, but nothing too crazy yet, and a bunch of touring for the rest of the year, so we'll be on the road quite a bit, but just kind of gearing up to make the next one, and you know, we're always busy, but going on the road helps to kind of craft the songs a little. So, you know, I'll write them, bring them to the band, start playing them on the road, which is what we're doing. And then, we'll probably cut another one in the winter, I guess, is what we're thinking probably.
Okay.
I wanted to do it in the summer because you can always go nice places and hang out while you're recording. But we'll probably just do it in the winter and just lock in and not have to worry about anything else, I guess.
Yeah. So when you go about, like, let's say, like, writing a song, do you sit down with your guitar and just kind of come up with some harmonies or like some sort of riff?
Sure.
Or do you just, how do you go about that? There's so many ways to do
I guess it's always different, and it's different for me depending, but usually it's like I'll write some lyrics that have a melody in my head, you know, write them down, and then pick up a guitar, figure out which key I can sing it the best in, and then, make the changes, the chord progression or whatever, and then riffs always kind of come last for me. You know, I'll kind of write the words and the chords for the words before I realize what kind of riff I want to do or whatever. But, you know, it's always different. Sometimes I'll write a guitar part and I'm like, we should make a song around this, you know, so it kind of just depends.
Yeah, you like that little twang or dang that you did, and like, hey, that's catchy. We need to keep
for sure.
that.
Keep that around. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny. I talk to so many different artists and stuff. Like sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and like, oh, I got a notepad by my nightstand, and they write down what they got.
That definitely happens to me a lot. You know, it's not really ever waking up. It's usually like as I'm falling asleep, I'll think of something and I'm like, oh fuck, pull the phone out, put it in the notes. And I used to not do that, and then I'd wake up the next day and be like, what was that thing? Never remember it. But now I've learned that you just have to pull the phone out and write it down. Yeah, because you will forget, or I will forget.
That's great, man. Well, that's great. I was happy to see. I saw about half your set.
Yeah.
Trying to set up this podcast
stuff. Of course, man.
And then running, bouncing around. Sounded great. There's a good crowd here today.
Yeah.
I love the vibe here.
No, for sure. I mean, it's been great. Yeah, we didn't really know what to expect. I've never been here before, but we came in last night from San Antonio and stayed here at this hotel. And then, I mean, I worked a little bit of my day job today before I came down to see the venue, and then, it was pretty awesome. I didn't know what to expect, but it was great. Played right next to a pool, and there were a bunch of people, and you know, some people who knew what we were doing and some people who didn't and seemed to like it after finding it out. And I mean, it's kind of ideal scenario. You know?
Right, yeah.
Especially for a daytime gig, like in the middle of the week, it's like, can't really beat that, you know?
Right, exactly. Same here. Like, I've never been here. I was invited, and I'm pleased. Like, beautiful situation, intimate setting. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it again next year. So if anyone watching and you feel like you're missing out, I think Jason at Meanwhile in Music is probably going to do something again here at this hotel again next year.
Yeah, definitely.
So keep that in mind.
Absolutely. Next year, maybe we'll be here again. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. So, Hunter, thank you again for being on,
man. Thank you for having me.
I know it's short, sweet, to the point,
that's how we like it.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me. I very much appreciate it.
Check out the Pink Stones. We got the links in the description area. Check all that out. Any like special thing they should check out? Like, you got a website?
Yeah, our website, thepinkstones.com. That's where all tour dates, merch, anything that you could ever consider thinking about our band is probably there. So check it out. And I'm sure we'll be, anyone who's watching, maybe we'll be where you are at some point soon. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. Cheers, man.
We got it.